All right. So we've now come to the portion in the show. We're going to make this a Friday tradition, maybe with Mike Craven, maybe without Mike Craven. But we'll see.
Probably with Mike Craven.
Probably with Mike Craven.
Yeah.
We are each going to issue one bold prediction for the weekend. It can be high school. It can be college, although there's no college games going on right now. So we're each going to issue one bold prediction. To start, we'll go to the digital director of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. The name that his mother gave him is Max Thompson.
Yeah. I'm going to say Cameron Yo or Navasota will lose.
Wow. Okay.
One or both.
Okay. Cameron Yo, of course, is hosting a game we haven't mentioned a ton, but Cameron Yo is playing Belleville.
Yeah.
And Belleville.
Mac Briscoe, baby.
And Belleville is solid, and it's at Belleville.
Yeah.
I think this is
Mac Briscoe can bring it.
And remember, this is a 4A and a 3A. So there are a lot of arguments to be made that Cameron Yo could go down. And then Navasota doesn't have an easy case either. Navasota taking on a Franklin team we don't really know a ton about.
We don't know, but Franklin's good.
Franklin, we know they're going to be very good. Coach Mike Hedrick always has his team ready to roll. I'm excited to see what Navasota and Franklin have to do because these are two teams that are almost complete blank slates. Mike Craven, senior writer for Dave Campbell's Texas Football, your bold prediction for the weekend.
I picked against this early in the week, but I've come around after a few text messages. I'm going to take Colleyville Heritage over Aledo.
Okay, I like
That's
it.
That's the Cedar Park homer in him.
Oh.
He's totally in
Max
Joe
is
Willis's
2 for 2
pocket.
today.
Joe Willis has talked him into it. We know exactly who he was texting with. It's going to be a great game. I think Colleyville Heritage and Aledo could be great, specifically because Heritage has got the firepower. There's no doubt about that.
They're going to put up points.
Yeah, they're going to put up points. The question, and Aledo does have some questions. I took Aledo. I'm going to stick with Aledo, but I will say this. My bold prediction is managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football for Week 1.
Here we go.
Bold prediction. A team ranked number 1 in Dave Campbell's Texas Football's rankings will lose this weekend. That could be Aledo. Aledo takes on the aforementioned Colleyville Heritage. It could be Lake Travis taking on Converse Judson.
It could be.
I think that it could be Argyle taking on Lucas Lovejoy. I think that it could be West Orange Stark taking on Nederland. Mineola plays Van. It's going to be that could be a bit of a tough one. Our number 1 in 3A Division 2 is Newton. They're taking on Kirbyville. That could be a tough one. I don't think Refugio will lose to Hebronville. Bremont has already beaten Whitewright. So maybe it's in the 6-man ranks, although I don't see Richland Springs losing in Week 1. I think that, but I will say this. I think number 1 team in Dave Campbell's Texas Football's rankings will go down in Week 1. And maybe Mike Craven and I are both right. Maybe Mike Craven and I. Maybe it's Colleyville Heritage over Aledo.
Maybe.
But we usually are.
Listen. There's
Whoa.
There's
Slow down.
We
usually are.
There's a right segment of Dave Campbell's Texas Football staff, and then there's a wrong segment. And Craven, you and I are definitely on the same side.
Craven should know better than to be confident when he's siding with you.
He is Mike Craven. He is the senior writer for Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Check out his fine work at texasfootball.com and follow him on Twitter at CravenMike. Mike, have a great night.
Always side with the guy who gets the mic last, people.
Boom.
Later.